Kitty's being unruly. Good evening. A company called Patchworks wanted me to review their line of cases and screen protectors, and I said, yeah. There are two different types. It's the level ITG and the mono grip. Starting with the mono grip, obviously the grippier one of the two, and since you can't feel it, I illustrated it by putting it on a flat surface and just really tapping it around, and as you can tell, it does not want to go very far. But it's a different story with the level ITG. This one slid around quite freely, so it's definitely not as sticky. The mono grip is the skinnier, lighter duty case of the two, but not by very much. And interestingly, both of these cases adopt a sort of hybrid button cover, so they're not completely layered over with plastic, but there's not a totally empty space either, as you can see the light peeking through. A very important part of a case to pay attention to, especially with the Samsung Edge phones, is its ground clearance. As you can see, the light easily peeks out from under the case when it's laying face down, and that's something you really want in case your phone ever takes a nosedive into what's hopefully a rather smooth surface. The camera well is also pretty darn deep. Your camera lens will not be in any danger whatsoever with this one, but it still is deep enough for you to reach and easily find the fingerprint scanner when needed. Inside you'll find a slightly raised diamond pattern. I will say that this case is definitely the easier one of the two to put on, and you have that nice little Patchworks logo down there at the bottom. The mono grip comes in both black and gold, although I have to say that I am partial to the latter. Next we have the level ITG, the slightly heavier of the two, although again they're both really close. This one is the one that's a little bit slipperier, but it still has those hybrid button covers and a slightly different configuration for the camera housing. This one's camera housing, well, isn't quite as deep as the mono grip, and in my opinion doesn't quite look as cool, but it will still protect the camera lens and make the fingerprint scanner really easy to feel around for and find. For being the heavier duty one, I was kind of surprised at how much less ground clearance it had than the mono grip. Here you can barely see the light pass under it, and it has virtually no upper and lower lip, which is what you really want if you have a Samsung phone. The level ITG comes in black and red as well. One big advantage of this particular one is that it has a space in the back where you can put that metal plate for the magnetic car mounts, and I thought this was awesome. Inside each case box, the company asks you for your feedback, offers you chances to enter into a contest for discounts and giveaways, and also includes a neat little sticker. Next came the screen protectors. They are made out of glass. They do have adhesive only around the edges, unfortunately. I know that a lot of us, including myself, were looking for screen protectors that have adhesive around the whole thing. However, I will say that the touch sensitivity was not inhibited at all, and as one would hope and expect, they are case friendly with the mono grip and the level ITG. They do come with the screen cleaning wipe and a couple of small pieces of adhesive to get the little annoying specks of dust that tend to float around in the air right when you decide to put on your screen protector, although I'm weird and I wanted to use my own. And I kind of messed up this installation as well, but luckily it ended up going on just fine. The opportunity to review all these awesome little protective devices would not have been possible without the patrons, starting with the Scotties, the ones who pay anywhere from $10 to $15. And those are Stuart Glover, Kyler, Eric Price, Stephen Nichols, Nick Hawks, Spidget, Sin O, Josh Utley, Shannon Jones, Unit Omega, and Christopher Caswell.
I stay with my Scotties. My Scotties are my boys. I ride with them. And I put that on the generation.
Next, we have the Super Beamers, anywhere from $5 to $6 a month, and those are, actually, that is Albert. And finally, we have the Beamers, anywhere from $1 to $2 a month, and those are Encrypted Bunny and Excelsior. Stay protected and stay beaming. Sorry, kitty.